Let's talk a little Marquette, Western Kentucky, 2 p.m. Eastern on TBS. Marquette is a 14.5-point favorite. Total sitting at sky high 159. This game will be played in Indianapolis. I can't get myself to bet this game because, number one, Kolek is apparently good to go, but how healthy is he going to be? Is he going to be limited? We don't know that. It's also worth mentioning Western Kentucky has a injury worth monitoring. Dante Allen, the Kentucky transfer, he missed the Conference USA title game. He was considered game time decision on Saturday, but I think he's a game time decision again. They need his shooting. This is a team that has some high major talent and length, and they have 4 transfers who have previous tournament experience. Dante Allen, Kentucky, Brandon Newman, Purdue, Rodney Howard, Georgia Tech. And they're big from Charleston. So, that they're not going to be scared of the stage. I just don't think this is the best matchup for a Western Kentucky team that they didn't play a single power conference team all season. Its best non-conference wins were on the road against Wright State and Murray State. They also finished, you got to keep in mind, they finished the season losing 4 straight, the regular season, but they won the Conference USA title. How did they do that? They beat New Mexico State, Middle Tennessee, and UTEP. You could not ask for a better path. All the upsets happened for them. Those 3 teams have a combined 45 and 54 record. So, look, here's the thing. Western Kentucky, the reason this total's so high, they want to run. They rank number 1 in adjusted tempo, and they want to get out in transition as much as humanly possible. But Marquette doesn't turn the ball over. They don't go after offensive rebounds so they can get back. They can keep you out of transition. So I'm not sure West Kentucky's going to be able to play their game here. Also, the sets that they run offensively, Marquette, at least metrically speaking, does a good job of defending those. And Western Kentucky turns it over. 266 in the country. That's worrisome against a Shaka Smart defense. Like, to beat Marquette, you also have to just execute in the half court. You got to take care of the ball, which Western Kentucky doesn't do. Pick and roll defense is questionable for Marquette. Western Kentucky motion-based offense almost run no pick and roll. And then you got to find open shooters and hit from 3 against Marquette's aggressive D. They allow the 23rd highest attempt rate from distance. Well, that's just not Western Kentucky. They don't really shoot threes, and they don't do it well. So, yeah, it's hard. I just think Marquette should be able to get many more easy buckets, not only in the half court, but in transition off of turnovers as well. But I can't really bet this game because I just don't know how healthy Cole's going to be. I don't know if Dante Allen is playing. So, yeah, and West Kentucky also allows a high volume of threes. Marquette could get red hot from there, especially if they're healthy. So, yeah, this is a pass for me, but I will not entertain the thought of Marquette getting upset here. Greg, anything you want to add?
I think the number's right, and for that reason, it's a stay away as much as I would like to talk myself into Western Kentucky here. I'll say this. I'm worried about Tyler Kolek, and I am going to avoid betting this Marquette team until I see what he looks like in this game. But this is how their season ended last year, boys. Like, Tyler Kolek had a finger injury or hand injury, whatever it was, and just kind of bowed out very quietly against the Michigan State backcourt in the round of 32. I like guys that, if you're a star player, I like to see guys play basketball if you're supposedly healthy, and no disrespect to him trying to get healthy, but when you've shut it down for multiple weeks, I don't think it's the easiest thing to flip a switch and turn it back on, given the way last season ended. The only other note I have, Christian Lander's been coming on and playing pretty well for Western Kentucky lately. It was a guy, a really talented recruit, started at Indiana, just was unplayable and missed a portion of the season in February. He's back. He's had 3 straight games in single digits. So even if, or in double digits, excuse me, if Dante Allen is out, I think that Lander might be able to step up and at least hold serve. But I don't know. There's a lot of guys on Western Kentucky. This is kind of a homecoming game for, too, in Indy. A couple of Indiana-based kids. Brandon Newman, homecoming game for him. But I don't know. As much as I want to talk myself into him, I think I'm going to stay away.
Calvary, anything you want to add before we move on?
Yeah, there's 32 games in the round of 64. You don't have to bet every single one of them. I'm probably going to do that, except for this game. This is the one game where I'm like, I just need to see what Kolik's looking like. I may hop in live in that case, but it's more educational for me in terms of who I'm going to play or who faces Marquette in the round of 32 and if they're dealing with a full deck or not.